um, I ended up telling my students that I was gay. And how it came up was one of the students was like, my mom thinks that you're gay because of your voice. And I'm like, maybe, maybe not. So they were asking me if I was, because I kind of alluded that I was. So I kind of let them wonder and ponder on it. And I have like the LGBT promotional, this is a safe community kind of stuff, the rainbow stuff all up in my room. And I told them, I'm like, if you look around the room, that should give you an answer to your question. So I did officially tell them. They, of course, went berserk. So instead of teaching social studies today, they just asked me a whole bunch of questions about being gay. So I think it was pretty well.
I don't know. It's really messed up. Super gay.
And here's how that conversation should have went. Mr. Teacher, my mommy says you're gay. Well, little Timmy, that's my private life, and I don't want to bring my personal business to school with me. Also, that's definitely not an appropriate discussion to be having in a classroom with fifth graders. So why don't you open up your textbook and we're going to learn about social studies today. Instead, this is how the conversation went. Well, yes, Timmy, I'm glad you asked. Actually, let me tell you about my weekend. Friday night, me and my boyfriend, we put on some leather chaps, grabbed a tub of Crisco and some cucumbers out of the refrigerator, went in the bedroom, locked that door, and didn't come out till the sun came up on Monday morning. Ugh.
You're sick. I really mean that. You're sick.
Clearly. A teacher literally just said he canceled social studies class for the day to talk to the fifth grade students about gay stuff. We're back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I hope you guys have prepared yourselves once again for peak levels of insanity, stupidity, dumbassery, douchebaggery, tomfoolery, whatever you want to call it. We're bringing it in today's episode of Epic Woke TIK TOK Fails.
TikTok is degenerate trash. Correct.
Everything woke turns to shit. Okay.
Truest words ever spoken. Ever. Anyway. Wow. Thank you guys so much for coming back. Now, if you would place your attention on the screen very quickly, you may think this is fake. I assure you, this is real. So I covered up the person's name so the YouTube's overlords don't say I'm doxing somebody. But as you can, maybe you can see in the little picture up above, the purple and yellow haired person, of course. And the comment says, the post says, I'm thrilled to see the progress we're making in demographic equity. The first billboard just went up in Portland. Looking forward to seeing more. So this is Portland, Oregon. Now, for our blind subscribers and people sitting way in the back, this is a billboard in Portland, Oregon she's talking about. And it says this. Stop having white kids. The billboard says, stop having white kids. Paid for by stophavingwhitekids.org.
That's racist!
This is unbelievable. These people are lunatics. Let's get into it. By the way, this community is really starting to grow. I just want to say welcome to everybody that's new here. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below. Become a member of the greatest community on the YouTubes. That is you guys. We are trying to get this community up to 10,000 strong. 10,000 logical and common sense-based, freedom-loving human beings. So hit that subscribe button. Join us all on this journey. Smash that thumbs up button. Light that comment section up. You guys know I read all the comments. Share this video out. Cool shirt guy. Roll the film.
The Don't Say Gay bill is actually also the Don't Say Straight bill.
Here's a section if you wanted to pause and screenshot.
Because of Florida's choice to keep things vague, so there's a big umbrella of which to discriminate, they also included straight people. So these are the straight things that you won't be able to talk about in Florida schools when this is enacted. Gender signs need to be taken off all of the bathroom doors. You cannot line up kids in girl rows and boy rows. You cannot talk about traditional families or a family with a man and a woman because that's heterosexuality. And I don't want y'all to talk about that in school. You won't be able to celebrate Mother's Day or Father's Day in school. You won't be able to celebrate Christmas in school. I don't know what orientation the Immaculate Conception was, but I don't want my child subjected to that. What other examples of heterosexuality prevalent in K through third grade can y'all come up with? Let me know in the comments.
No offense, but you are a stupid asshole.
This guy's got the bill right in front of him and he still doesn't understand. Wow. So I've heard a bunch of conservatives, people on the right, when they say, well, can't talk about, you know, LBD.
LGBTQ2 plus.
Yeah, that's what I said. So when they say you can't talk about that, but you also can't talk about any straight stuff with the kids, people on the right, conservatives, that's fine. We're cool with it. How about just don't talk about any of it, period. Just let the kids be kids and teach them kid stuff. Keep the gender identity and any of the sexual out of it. Straight, gay, whatever. Keep it out. Most people that I know of that I listen to that are conservatives on the right are 100% cool with it. Go figure. Get a little heated. Moving right along. All right, this is another teacher feature. It's just crazy how many of these teachers there are. So like I said before, teacher feature, get your children out of public schools immediately. I know, easier said than done. And I also know people said this in the comments. Well, that's not all teachers. I understand that. I trust me, I understand. But we're seeing far too many of these teachers. So I'm having a hard time listening to this lovely lady when she speaks because she's so out of breath and she's got like stuff drooling down the side of her face and stuff. And it looks like she just like chased down a live animal and jumped on and caught it and ate it for dinner. I don't know. It's really weird. Roll the film.
So because I've been getting this question a lot lately, I am going to use this space to answer it. And that is, as a preschool teacher, a drag king, and as a member of the LGBTQ community, how do I feel about the new legislations for like the Don't Say Gay bill or the reporting of transgender kids? And while I don't see things like that too much in preschool, my opinion on it is that I don't care what the government tells me to do. I am going to do what I think is best for the health and safety, and that includes mental health and safety and emotional health and safety of my kids. I will never let any child come through my classroom feeling unloved or ashamed for who they are.
Oh my God, look at that whale.
Oh my God, this TikTok is so uncomfortable to watch. So much about it. I mean, not to mention, she says she's a drag king. I don't know what that is. She's a drag king. Okay, I'm guessing the opposite of a drag queen. Okay. She said, my kids. You're going to hear that again in this video. My kids. They call their students their kids. They're not your kids, lady. They're your students. But that's, you guys understand that. But that's, I'm trying to listen, and like I said, there's drool coming out the sides of her mouth like she just went hunting for a live animal. She's all out of breath. And then she smiles, and it looks like she was chewing on, I don't know, she picked up a piece of dog poo and started chewing on it. I don't know.
Oh, it's so fresh. Nothing better than when they're fresh. Stop so tired.
Anyway, all right, let's leave it there. Keep it moving, please. We just get crazier as we go. All right. Before we jump into this, excuse me, I'm very grateful to say that we have a sponsor for today's video. So I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is being brought to us by Mark Pizzuto. Mark Pizzuto, thank you so much, Mark. Now, Mark has sponsored several videos starting way back. Mark has been a member of this amazing community for a very long time. And I love to see the people that have been here for, you know, from way back almost to the beginning that are still leaving comments like Mark, that are still sponsoring these videos. I love to see it. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. So Mark, I'm glad you're still here. Thank you so much for sponsoring yet another video. You guys are keeping this ship afloat as the YouTube's overlords are still trying to sink us. Mark Pizzuto, thank you, sir. If you would like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description box below. I will say your full name as a sponsor of that video unless stated otherwise by you. Mark Pizzuto, once again, thank you, sir. New pronoun set check. Please wait till the end. All right, we're going to mute this one, and it's got some music on it, but we're just going to read it together. I don't know if the music's copyrighted, so we'll mute that. Roll the film. All right. New pronouns. It says they, them, theirs. Okay. Perfectly fine, thank you. Toy, toys, toy self. These are my main pronouns. Thank you for respecting my identity. Fish, fish, fish self. What the?
Surely you can't be serious. That doesn't make sense.
Of course, none of it makes any sense. It's not supposed to make sense. It's meant to confuse us. All right, let me read this comment. This gets more bizarre. So the comment in yellow, it says, I've actually identified with fish gender for a long time. My name was Fish for years. So this pronoun set is very comfortable and nice to see. Thank you.
The land of make-believe.
That's what it says. I identified with fish gender. So that's clearly just completely made up. Just made up in someone's imagination like little children do. The unfortunate thing about this is the stuff they make up are the rules that are going to be implemented into our lives. Listen, on passports, they have male, female, and then a different box. You go fill out a gun application. It says male, female, non-binary. Moving right along. Here's a perfect example. Person's going to get upset because their coworkers don't have pronoun buttons on. This person's pronoun button says he, him, and the coworkers call or she. Sure. Roll the film.
Empty. So I show up to work like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 buttons, usually 7, and they will still misgender me and like be like, just call me young woman. One of them just calls me girl. And they just act like no one is seeing these, even though no one else in the store has any buttons on their shirt. I literally don't know what to do at this point. Management hasn't acknowledged it, so I'm just gonna keep adding. But I'm like, I snapped at one of my coworkers. They were like, she, and I was like, he. I have 7 buttons, and he was like, huh? What are you talking about? What?
Isn't that what makes a man?
Sure, that and a pair of testicles.
It is exactly what I meant when I said they want us to play along with their silly little games. So this lady's coworkers, call her she or her or whatever, she's got pronoun pins on her. One of them says he, him, his. There's one that says they, theirs. I don't. She's got pins on her that say he, him, his. And her coworkers probably don't even understand what that means. So they say, call her she or something. And she gets so angry at her coworkers because they're not playing her silly little games. Like, she's not gonna. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, so we go from that last lady wanting the coworkers to play the pronoun game. This guy wants his mom to play it. Roll it.
So earlier I was talking to my mom about how, you know, it makes me really sad when she introduces me to people, or like she'll talk about me to new people and she still tells them she has a son. And I was like, you know, like that really makes me sad. And she's like, how do you know I even do that? And I'm like, because I know you. I was like, do you say you have a daughter? And she's like, no. And I'm like, there. Like, that's literally, like, why would you even ask, how do I know that? Because I just know. Like, when you post pictures of me on Facebook, you still say I'm a boy.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What? What are you talking? So this guy gets upset at his mother for saying it's her son? Ugh. Moving right along. All right, so for all you ladies out there, you're in this same boat as this guy. It's just women. Please blind react to this. Roll it.
Cis women, please blind react to this. Don't worry, this isn't a gotcha. I just want you to see something. Put a finger down for every statement that you can relate to or have ever related to. A lot of clothes in normal shopping centers don't fit me. My pockets are super small. I feel like I have to maintain a level of femininity to be accepted. I feel like I have to maintain a certain body type to be accepted. I get shamed when I express any sort of sexual desire. I feel like I can't get angry without being judged for it. I feel like I'm not taken seriously in the workplace. I've been spoken down to at work in ways that my male peers haven't been. I'm concerned about how my hormone levels are affecting my general health, especially my reproductive health. I have cried to a Taylor Swift song. If you put any fingers down, that means you can relate to the problems of trans feminine people. We're not so different, you and I. Your liberation is my liberation, and vice versa. We're in this together.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
All right, ladies, so this guy thinks that you're all in the same boat, you're on the same team, you all go through the same struggles. He said it, not me. Let's keep it moving. All right, I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know what we're looking at. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Young Americans Foundation. It's conservative foundation. They post a lot of stuff online. They have a channel on the YouTubes. This person thinks that, well, these people think that, we know this. Anything that goes against what they say is, phobia, it's phobic. So this is the same stuff. This is like a 3-minute long video. I'm not going to be able to listen to much more than 10 or 20 seconds of this. Roll it.
Hello, LGBT community. I'm a student here at UNCG, and I wanted to take a minute to talk about the Young Americans for Freedom situation. The Young Americans for Freedom have been making some transphobic posts and have invited transphobic speaker Ben Shapiro to come talk at our school. While it can be tempting to engage with this post and engage with the members of the Young Americans for Freedom organization, I would like to encourage cis allies to refrain from doing so. This creates an us versus them narrative that puts the Young Americans for Freedom against transgender people, which creates an unsafe environment for transgender students around campus.
What the hell is even that?
I honestly have no idea what I'm looking at. I don't know. I moving right along. Hey, listen, guys. Here's another teacher feature. This is what, a third or fourth teacher feature of the day. All right, I have plenty more clips, but I'm gonna cut this video off now. I could run this video for another hour or two. Trust me, but that means there's plenty of content for down the road. So this will be the last clip. I just want to once again give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is being brought to us by Mark Pizzuto. Mark, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. Thank you for hanging around and sticking around in the community for so long. I appreciate that. And thank you to all of you guys that are here. Thank you to all the guys that are subscribed, that hit that thumbs up button, like that comment section up. Keep coming back for all these videos and sticking around in this community. Like I said, we're growing. There's strength in numbers. So thank all of you so much. All right, so like I said, this is going to be the end. And if you made it this far, thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back. Thank you for trudging ahead with me. You guys know I can't do this alone. These videos are making me lose my mind. I'm going to have to do a nice long meditation after this, or take Goose for a long walk in nature or something. Okay. What we're looking at is another teacher feature of 2-year-olds. They have a necklace that says they, them on it. Someone leaves in the comment, do you explain your pronouns to the kids? Listen to this answer. Roll the film, please.
So this person wanted to know if I explain my pronouns to my kids. I teach 2-year-olds, so I don't explain specifically my pronouns. This is because they don't understand English. Like, my kids are barely starting to say sentences, and I don't want to, like, correct them with things that, like, I don't correct them about anybody's pronouns. Like, eventually that will come, but I want them to get the confidence about speaking before I start giving them all these rules. So specifically pronouns, no, but they do know, like, my title. I use mix instead of miss or mister. They know that. They try to say it, but X is a really hard sound. And so they try, but also if they, like, ask me, are a boy or a girl, I say no. Like, so pronouns, no, but other things, yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hans, are we the baddies?
No, we're definitely not. You guys heard it. You guys heard it that they them was priming those 2-year-olds. I don't even know what to say anymore. Listen, things are getting obviously crazy out there, guys. So take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Until next time, love you guys. Peace.